recently, the Wall Street Journal published an article entitled ASEAN's Burmese Days. It was written by Otmay Kumar. In this article, it has a negative impact on Myanmar's ASEAN chairmanship, as Myanmar is committing violent human rights violations. Concerning this article, we are going to present talk and discussion show entitled Political Talks with Presidential Advisors. For this talk show, we have invited presidential advisors, Senior Political Advisor U Koko Lai, Senior Legal Advisor U Se, and Political Advisor U Ne Sin Lat. Thank you for joining us, sir. And I hope this show will be very interesting, and in the future we will have more interesting shows ahead. So concerning the human rights violations, as we have seen that the government is making a series of developments both in rural and urban areas with strong commitment. However, some foreign medias are accusing that the government is committing violent human rights violations, especially in the remote highland areas, including in Kcho state. So concerning this accusation, how is your comment?
Thank you very much. Accusation of the human rights violations. This issue existing almost all over the world. For sometimes, the issue of human rights violation used for politicizing, for sometimes it was measure double standard. So in our country's situation, this kind of accusation not happen now. It has been for years back, for a long time ago. So repeatedly, this accusation have been hurt our people and all of us. So in reality, what's happening in our country, as you have mentioned that we have made a lot of development in all the areas within the short period of time, especially in the present situation and the present government. So now the situation of the human rights violation, this accusation happened in the Kachin state. In reality, it is not reflected in true nature. That's making some problems, especially to be impact on our ASEAN chairmanship. So violation of human rights, concerning with this issue, we have a lot of cooperation with the UN Human Rights Council and the Special Rapporteur for so many years back. So in this kind of accusations, that's solve a lot of problem in our country, and that is to be based on the evidence. All the accusation has to be based on the evidence, unless that could be rumor. So it cannot be identified exactly. So in this, especially committed by the Myanmar Armed Forces, so it is very controversial. So in our country, our military personnel are well trained and well disciplined, even though for sometimes individually, if they committed such a kind of human rights violation, according to our military law, they cannot allow, and also they have to be abide for the existing civilian laws. So that is to be taken both the legal actions, and such a kind of action has been taken. So it is not, generally, it is not the evidence-based, only the groundless accusation.
Okay, sir, you know, as far as I know that the military, the Damodar, is a well-disciplined organization. And I want to know whether especially the military personnel committed human rights violations, any action against this kind of human rights violations?
So in our country, since from the beginning, as everybody know, no one is above the law. So anybody who committed the crime, they will be taken action, whether military personnel or civilian. So as for the military personnel, as I have explained to you, they have to be taken not only from the civilian action, but also with the military legislation. So since 2006, we have publicized, the government has publicized, to make a complaint whenever they are violated on the human rights or mistreatment on the citizens. So this is publicized even in the newspapers. And a lot of complaints can make to the ministry concerned or to the police station or directly to the court or even to the top authority. For instance, in 2010, over 500 complaints were received by the Ministry of Home Affairs, in which 200 are taken necessary actions, and over 100 are not true, and other 200 are under investigation. So in this, we, the government, never neglect this kind of violation in our country. So as for the military personnel, they have to be taken legal action if it is necessary, and according to the military law or civilian law. So that has been taken legal action against those who violated. And accusation of this human rights violation in our country, targeting to the license to rape of child soldier or forced labor or drug trafficking or human trafficking or migrant workers or HIV, it's a lot of directions they have made. They use as a tool for suppressing or politicizing to us in this area.
So the complaint is a kind of a remedial action against human rights violations. So there is a proper mechanism for the complaints by the government, by the new government.
Yes, this is a very good question. And concerning with this remedial, government, present new government, it has taken the government authorities within short period of time establish Myanmar Human Rights Commission. That's National Commission on Human Rights existed first time in our country. That National Human Rights Commission was created by the new government according to our new constitution. New constitution, chapter 8, guarantee on the human rights for our citizens. So Myanmar National Human Rights Commission was organized, and 15 commissioners are already there. And everybody, all the citizens who has been this kind of treatment or violation of human rights, they can directly complain to the Human Rights Commission. This is one channel. According to our new constitution, even the Supreme Court, they have the different kinds of rates. So directly they can complain to this court Supreme Court, and authorities concerned are ready to take necessary action. So to directly to the ministry concerned, or the final step is directly complain to the president. So a lot of channels have been created, and that will guarantee to stop the violation of human rights in our country.
Sir, we have learned that it is encouraging. There is no one above the law, and proper serious actions will be taken against human rights violations, and also remedial actions against human rights violations with a proper mechanism. So there are also allegations. The authorities concerned didn't allow humanitarian assistance to those local nationals, displaced local nationals in the areas of conflict in Kachin State. So what is your opinion?
So concerning with this question, the conflict areas in the Kachin State, those civilians are supported by the local authorities and the union government. Besides, the World Food Program and UNICEF are joining hands with the government agency, contributing their activities and supporting program to those local populace. And government and the local authority not neglecting these people in the area, and also joining hands with our counterpart, UN and INGO, contributing support to those people. And in connection with this issue, we are closely collaboration with the UN Human Rights Council, especially in our country. For our country, Special Rapporteur for situation of human rights in our country frequently visited to us, and we fully cooperate with him. And also very recently in January, we submitted our country presentation in the UPR, Universal Periodic Review of the Human Rights Council in Geneva. So in which we have reported in detail all the areas of human rights. This report was adopted in June, and about 190 recommendations are there, and as of our country, 120 recommendations we accepted to cooperate, and that is to be consultation with the ministry, and if it is necessary, some recommendation has to be submitted to the Kcho for future collaboration and decision. So this kind of cooperation we have made, and a lot of success have made. That include one of the significant fact is to establish National Institution for Human Rights, National Human Rights Commission in our country. So that doesn't reflect the true nature of our country.
Thank you, sir.